Hello everybody, I'm RobaRoni Games, your host like always, and welcome back to the third round of the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs, which we are simulating on the NHL 16 game engine. Yeah, so Chicago, Nashville, Tampa, Philly. That's exactly the 4 teams that predicted to get to their conference finals. So I mean, let's just dive right in. Chicago is probably the team to beat, I'd say. First period. It's 2-1 lead for the Nashville Predators. Okay, James Neal and Mike Fisher. They're doing some damage. Second period, 2-2. Breadman. And third period, 3-3. We're going to resume the simulation at AX speed. And Patrick Kane, Mr. Clutch, puts one in, 4-3. Final, Chicago takes game number 1. Tampa, they have 2 losses in the playoffs. They have the fewest of any team. They swept out the Rangers last round, so... Oh, man, they are just... Oh, my gosh, this is not even fair. They've won 9 in a row. Or... They've won 7 in a row, sorry. This is unbelievable, what they're doing. Second game of Nashville-Chicago here, which should be the better series, I'd say. 1-1, Chicago. 2-2, oh... And we're going back into another overtime, which I don't think is anything what Nashville wants right now. I think they want regulation. And Chicago, Andrew Ladd puts one in. So 2 overtime wins for Chicago, both in the Madhouse. That's got to drive their fans crazy. And they're going to be heading back to the Music City pretty soon. Philly, Tampa, 0-0. 1-0. Philly's got the lead. And that's final. Good grief. Philly looks unstoppable. And it's a 2-0 series in both of them. Game 3. Nashville. Oh my gosh. And we're going back into overtime. And Chicago takes their 3rd straight win in overtime. Holy crap. Alright. Tampa Bay, Philly. Alright. Tampa's got 2-1 lead. Alright. There we go. Alright. Tampa has got their first win of the series. And they beat Philly for the first time in 8 games. They snap an 8-game losing streak. Nashville's got to do something, man. They're down 3-0 on Chicago. All right, 1-1. Oh, still 1-1. All right, here it is. Another overtime. Chicago's 3-0, and they're 4-0 in overtimes. It's a sweep in the Western Conference Final. Chicago destroys Nashville. Actually, I wouldn't say destroyed. They won all 4 of their games in overtime. Could have easily been 4-0 Nashville. All right. 1-1. 3-1. That is it right there. The Flyers take a 3-1 series lead. It's looking like it's going to be a repeat of the 2010 Stanley Cup Final. 2-0. It's... Never mind. Tampa's not done yet. They're not. Philly's on the power play. No, it's looking like that's it. Philly puts one up late, but it's nothing. Nothing's gonna come through. All right, 3-2. Tampa still got a chance. Game 6 in Philly. This is not looking good for Tampa though. All right, 1-1. 4-2. Tampa has got the lead. All right. Chicago's gonna benefit from a very tired team if Tampa Bay wins this game. I don't care. Get out of here. All right. Is Tampa going to... Wayne Simmons puts one up with 6 minutes left. Can Philly make a comeback? Tampa's put up so many shots. And Tampa puts up the game winner, 5-3. That's the final. Marchessault? I don't know how you pronounce the name. And we're up to a 3-3 series. We are going to sim the entire game. Put it at 8x sim speed. We are going to talk about what has happened in the NHL. I don't know. I'm filling this all in one day, so I'm filling it on the day that Datsuk said he's going to leave the NHL. So that's kind of sad. I really should have waited until all the playoff series were over, but then we'd just be incorrect. Actually, what's going to happen is... Oh, whoops, Alright, whatever. Philly's up 2-0. I'm sorry. I didn't... you know what? I screwed it up. 3-0. Final. We didn't miss anything. All right, and here we are at the Stanley Cup Finals, and yep, this is it. Chicago, Philly. It's a rematch of the 2010 Stanley Cup Finals, and if Chicago wins it, it'll be their 4th Stanley Cup in 7 years. So let's just dive right in and get this over with. First period, 2-1. Philly's got the lead. Second period, 2-2. Chicago wants overtime. They have been clutching overtime. I think they have not lost a game in overtime. Or maybe they have to St. Louis. I don't know. Oh, and Nisimov puts one up to make it 3-2. Philly, they got to score, man. Oh, this is... Patrick Kane. It's up on the power play. Man, why is Philly the home team? Oh, they're both 3 seeds. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I screwed up the seating a little bit. It doesn't really matter. It matters a little bit, but not too much. All right, Chicago is 3 wins away from the cup. 1-1, 2-1. Chicago can take another victory on the road here. This could be, and if Chicago wins the next 2 games, this will be their 3rd 3-0 lead in the playoffs. Minnesota's really the only team that's let them on the ropes. That's saying something. And Philly's not looking like... Voracek ties it up late. But it's not in good faith for them because now they got to deal with a Chicago team who's been very clutch in overtime. Can Philly score first? Oh, they're on the power play, and there it is. Wayne Simmons. I'm really hoping this gives us a very good Stanley Cup final. And it's a 1-1 series. So we're back to square one. First team to win 3 out of 5 wins. Ooh, Chicago puts up the offense. And that's a 2-goal deficit for Philly to work around in the 3rd period. They need to score some goals in the madhouse. It's always tough to do. But, and there we go. Ryan White and Wayne Simmons, they're right back in this. 2 goals within a minute of each other. And Corey Crawford has just been horrible this series. Oh, but Panarin gets him right back. Oh, boy. And Philly, Sam Gagner. Oh, my gosh. This is incredible. Can Philly take this W away from the Blackhawks? Power play, and Giroux puts one up for the Philadelphia Flyers. This is the team that everyone doubted. They're playing the Washington Capitals, the President's Trophy winning Washington Capitals first round. And now they're playing the 3-time Stanley Cup champion Blackhawks in the last 6 years. Patrick Kane and Sean Couturier put one up. And Chicago's got another 3rd period lead. Chicago's had the 3rd period lead every single game. Has had the lead going into the 3rd period every single game. Can Philly once again make another 3rd period comeback to take a 3-1 series lead? I don't think any team has beaten the Hawks in the madhouse twice in a row. So if someone can, good luck. Andrew Shaw puts one up late. And we have a 2-2 series. The series is not over yet for either team. And now we're back to square one again. It's a best of 3 series now. All right. First period, it's 1-1. It's been 1-1 in the first period, like every single time. Patrick Kane and Giroux scored 20 seconds afterwards. And it's another 3rd period lead for the Chicago Blackhawks. Can the Flyers capitalize? That's the real question. Power play for the Flyers? No, nothing. All right. Can the Flyers take this game? Another power play. Oh, Crawford is standing on his head. Oh, boy. This is not good. Because you're going to be down 3-2, and you're going to have to go back to the United Center. Down a game. Can the Flyers take this? They have deja vu about this. They almost won a Stanley Cup back in 2010. But then they had to go to Game 6 against the Chicago Blackhawks, and they lost in Chicago. And it's a 1-1 series, or 1-1 game, and Andrew Ladd gives them another 2-1 lead entering the 3rd period. Power play for Chicago. They cannot capitalize. That may hurt them. And Philly, Wayne Simmons keeps their hopes alive. Power play for the Flyers. They cannot score. Power play for the Hawks. Nope, nothing. Oh, boy. Power play for Flyers. Oh, this is not looking good for the Flyers. They do not want overtime. Oh, no. All right. And there it is, Marian Hossa, 13 seconds into overtime, gives the Hawks their 4th Stanley Cup ring in 7 years. Good Lord. 16-6. Chicago goes through the Stanley Cup playoffs like no ways business. Patrick Kane puts up 25 points in 22 games or something like that. It's something ridiculous. Hold on. Let's look at the Chicago Blackhawks stats. Dude, Patrick Kane, 25 points in 22 games. I think he probably won the not the Ross. What's the Conn Smythe? That's the one. Jonathan Taves did well. Duncan Keith. Panarin got 18. Yeah. And I have no reason to say why the Hawks can't win the Stanley Cup this year. There's more reasons on why the Hawks will win the Stanley Cup, differing from why won't they win. I think they're definitely the favorites, even as a 3 seed in the Central Division. They kind of remind me of the New England Patriots, a team that could they're good, and they show that they're good, but they are kind of mediocre in the standings, and then they'll still just win the cup, or they'll win the Lombardi Trophy. Yeah, you don't ever want to bet against the Blackhawks. And this is how my bracket's going to be. So we're going to upload these every day for the next like 3 or 4 days. We're going to see how wrong we are, which is pretty possible. Marian Hossa with his 4th Stanley Cup ring. Good Lord, man. And then he'll probably retire because he's 37. All right, well, you know what, guys? Thank you for watching these playoff videos. I appreciated them. I love doing them. They were fun. It's fun just sitting here talking about how they did, and we can't even back out. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next year for these as well. And we'll probably do this for NFL. I would have done it for the NBA, but I don't have an NBA game. We might do it for bowl games and NCAA in the future, but that is if they make a new NCAA. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm RobaRoni Games as usual, and we'll be back to Paper Mario Thousand Year Door very shortly. This is just a small inner break, and we're going to do another break of vids eventually as well. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.